Today, we want to dive into our case study. And for this occasion, I'm so honored to welcome Jody Richards. Say hi, Jody.
Hello, so nice to see everybody.
So, Jody is the co-CEO of Process Technology, and she's here to share with us her real-world experience with the process with Aviad that they made, Process Technology.
So, process technology, Aviad said it's a 40-year-old company. I'll actually say it's 48 years this year, so almost 50 years old. And my father started the company. I never actually worked with my father. He had somebody running it in between the time that he left and I started. But it's a family business, but the only family that's working in it are my husband and I. We are the only two in the company. Um, and I think when I first joined the company, I spent a lot of time cleaning everything up. And then at some point, I met my husband. He was working somewhere else. Eventually, I convinced him to come work with me. It made our life so much better. But I had been spending a lot of time cleaning up a lot of tactical things, and our backgrounds are different, product marketing. And so then we started looking at where can we go? And we made a plan that we are going to do growth, year on year, double-digit growth. That was the beginning of the motto. And that was about a few years before COVID. Then, of course, COVID hit, and then things went really crazy. We make thermal platforms and power platforms that are sold into semiconductor. And everyone knows that the semiconductor business has gone a little bit crazy since COVID. Now that we've gone through this process, there's also been this huge amount of sales growth, independent of like what we had been doing before. And from the process, so I think, what Aviad said, yes, when we first met him in November, everybody was kind of like in their little own camp and they were staying there. And we went through the navigation process. And I think it was also a great team building activity. We're based in Cleveland. Our headquarters are in the Cleveland area, but we went to an offsite and we chose to go to New York because we had acquired the company in New York a year before, like earlier. So we thought we'll have the leadership offsite in New York and we'll also have access to the New York company. And it was good because everybody was out of their normal element. They weren't going home to take care of whatever they needed to do at home. We could spend time together as a team. We could go out to dinner as a team. And I think that there was some team building in that. And I think there was a lot of realization that came going through the navigation about who we are and where we want to go, and everybody getting aligned. Everybody started pointing in the same direction, heading for the same north, and then we're all very clear on what that north is. The crazy thing is, then you get this coach, and the coach is amazing. So if you've all heard Aviad talk here, when you get the coach, like, and I'm talking about like normally I don't play anything. Like the coach can talk to you, actually talk to you, and it does sound just like Aviad. It's a little bit freaky, but I don't normally play it. I just read what it says, and it's like even freakier because you're like, oh my gosh, it's like exactly the way he talks. So it's super cool. And like personally, I don't use it as much as I should, but I definitely, when I have something that is a big topic I want to talk about, and it's not even necessarily like in a meeting, but my husband and I have a lot of strategic talks at home about different things that we're doing or people or things like this. And I'll put it into the AI and get some feedback because it's like Avia just presented that it's neutral, doesn't have an opinion one way or another. And the other thing is it's not like Copilot or ChatGPT where you're like asking like, oh, give me an itinerary for XYZ and it prints you out something. Like this is true coaching. It's a back and forth. We're like prompting you to think about the next thing, just like a real coach would. And that's why part of the reason I just think it's so awesome. Like if you use it, it can just like really make you like have the most successful meeting or the most successful interaction because you are really having thought through everything on multiple levels, not just like I said earlier, like something from ChatGPT where it says do XYZ. Like it's really giving this back and forth, taking you through things, making you think about it, evaluating it at different levels, and giving you even like recommendations for frameworks to approach like the discussion or things like that. So I cannot say enough about how awesome I think it is.